I guess you want to be able to be in that position where you kind of control your own fate. And we were in that position, I thought, a lot of times, and we just did not produce the way we were capable of doing. And I think it got in our heads a little bit, and it kind of snowballed, literally snowballed throughout the game. And it's probably tells the story of our whole season, where we came up short too often. You can go back in almost every game, and you see where it was a product of youth or a product of inexperience as college football players, that we prevented ourselves from taking advantage of opportunities that we had. So you know, we went through a stretch where we lost games by 1 point, 3 points, 4 points, 7 points, and you know, those are obviously winnable games. But what happens when you're young, you haven't played a lot of football, and we've got a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of football. When you're young and you lose a game, even by a point, you feel like you lose a little bit of your confidence. And I think we lost confidence. We lost confidence in a lot of ways as the season went on. And I think what happens is people start telling you you're not good. People start telling you things that aren't really productive. You got to keep a positive mental attitude. You got to believe in yourself. And I think, you know, you can tell by the way we continued to fight throughout the year that we never stopped believing in ourselves, even though we had doubts. So that's kind of how the season went. It's frustrating. The good thing about this season is that we probably had literally 50 freshmen, redshirt freshmen, sophomores that got experience, that didn't have experience. So the team coming back for 2023 is very talented already. They got to take care of their academics, and they got to take care of the weight room. They got to take care of toughness training and winter conditioning, but the talent is there, and the team is there. You know, despite everything that we went through, I think we had good leadership. We stayed together as a team. We believed in each other, and you know, there's always cracks, and you hate the cracks, but sometimes you got to have them just to test your strength. But our guys, you know, they hung in there together, and as tough as it was today, our guys really, you know, talking in the locker room, we're talking about the future, and the seniors are talking about how bright they think the future is, and that the program is in the right direction. We've got the culture. We do things right. We've got to clean up the edges and make it better.
Yeah, I mean, for the better part of the first half, I mean, you're right there with the defending national champs. It's a one-score game. It's only 14-7. You even tied the game at 7-7. So I mean, you're in these games, and then it just seems to kind of get away. What do you see that maybe could be fixed going forward to where you're able to kind of win these games and kind of get out in front?
Well, I think for us to be the team we need to be, we got to play great defense still. And we can't make the mistakes we made on special teams. We get a punt blocked, and it was just a total mistake that we've got to see on tape. But that's the kind of stuff, you know, when you're not quite good enough, the smallest thing can turn the game completely to garbage. And as you saw, that game kind of went to garbage when all of a sudden we were at 14 and it's 23, because we give up the 2-point safety, and then we give up another touchdown on a short field. So that kind of stuff kills you. And you know, you prepare for it, you work, and you make a mistake. One mistake out of 11 guys, and all of a sudden, you know, a punt's blocked. But like you said, our kids fought. We made it well, it was 14-7, like you said, before we did that. Ultimately, we have to be better as an offensive football team because there were opportunities the defense gave us we didn't take advantage of.
Right, and just obviously with it being senior day, I mean, the senior class, a lot of good pieces for you that are going to be leaving the program. What do you have to say just about this senior class and what they were able to accomplish throughout their careers here at Wayne State?
You know, the senior class deserves a ton of credit. Number one, they are really a class that in the prime of their careers, COVID hit. And so they missed a year of lifting weights, they missed a year of football, and it was tough. They had to stick around and really kind of suffer through a couple of tough seasons. But these guys did that. They kept great attitudes. Were they perfect? No. But considering everything they went through, I applaud every single one of them.
Yeah, and just one more for you in terms of just kind of the youth that you had talked about. I mean, is there excitement and optimism for 2023 and kind of going forward the way that those classes can kind of build and kind of bring Wayne State back to where it wants to be?
Absolutely. You know, you look at some guys that were young guys in the secondary, as for example, Chris Gillum and Chidi Bear. Those two guys had to play as true freshmen. And, you know, were they perfect? No. But neither one really played the position they had to play for us in high school. So, you know, they're so talented and they're so enthusiastic. So you're excited about that. We had other guys. We played 4 freshman wide receivers. You know, they grew. They got better. They made mistakes. They scored touchdowns. You know. You come back as a sophomore, you've got some things that you've done that you can fall back on and say, yeah, you know what, I can do this. So guys who had never done it got a chance to do it, and they're going to be better because of it.